What's up, community? Welcome back to the channel. We're back to the F.I.R.M, Florida International Rally and Motorsport Raceway. That car in front, that car was made from scratch. It's a guy and his dad. They were testing their car like most people on weekends in this track. The motor is a Corvette, and boy, it makes a good sound indeed. Pretty good. I sped up the video here because this is just the test lap. So what they do is the guy in the very front, he works here at the track, and he also has a race car. It's a Hyundai the one with 3 doors. What's the name of that Hyundai Veloster, but he's got the N version, the Nürburgring version. It's pretty fast. It's pretty good. Alright, so I cut here. We're going back after like 3 test laps. So this guy up front, he takes you for a couple laps. So those who are there for the first time, they get to know the track a little bit. Then we go back to the spots that we chose when we arrived in the morning. That's a Lotus. That car is fast. All right, time to race. Looks like a Ferrari, but that's a Lotus. And then you saw that Mazda on the left, that blue one. That's the lady that drives it. She looks like I don't know, 45, 50 years old. But she's in good shape though. And she drives fast. That car doesn't have the amount of horsepower, I believe, that my car has. My Miata has 180 horsepower. And I'm pretty sure hers has a little less. But that lady drives good, man. She drives really good, and she's got 2 sparkle seats just like mine, the Sprint version. So this is my first lap here, real lap, not a test one, but I'm not taking it, the first lap I never go too hard like most people, because it makes no sense. You just started, and when you cross the finish line, you're going too slow. You're going too slow, and it's not a good lap. So here you pretty much hit the tires a little bit more, because in the test lap I don't think you can really hit the tires. So this is turn 8. Many people are scared of that wall, but you gotta get close to it, to the yellow line on the wall, or to the little grass on the right. And this is the longest straight. Turn 10 is here, I think, and right here I believe is the finish line, or the start line. This is turn 2. So I'm going here a little faster, but not to the maximum, My tires probably need to be heated a little more. That turn 4 that just happened there, that one is I'm scared of that one the most, because you come from the straight that comes after the 3rd turn, with a little bit of speed, you know. And that turn 4 is a fast turn, and I don't know, my car kind of sways a lot there. Like, I'm not sure how the car is gonna react most of the time, so it's not like I expect something consistent from the car at turn 4, so it kind of scares me a little bit. So there, I don't brake on the third, on the 3 cones. I brake a little earlier, like if it had, you know, like a 3.5 cone. I know it's not there, but that's what I imagine. Otherwise, I don't take the turn right, and it does feel like I'm gonna hit the wall. You know, these brakes are, in this video I have the stock brakes, not even the Brembo ones. So we did there, I believe, 137, which is not that good. So on this one, I'm supposed to take it a little harder, maybe a 134. You know, we might be able to reduce like 3 seconds. And then on the other laps, we might do like 130 or something like that, if we're lucky. I've done 129. I've done it, and it's a lot of fun. I love this hairpin here, but I don't know how I'm gonna take it now with the new tires and the new rims. It's the new race wheels that I got now. They're a little wide, and when I turn too much, like for a hairpin, I don't know, I feel like something's rubbing inside or something. I don't know, might be just in my head, but I have this impression that I'm rubbing on the inner wall of the, you know, the inner fender or whatever it is. Turn 10, 134, just as expected. The next one, if everything goes right, the next one's supposed to be 132, and then, you know, 131, 130. But I think I'm gonna go out. At some point here, I feel the brakes a little weird, and I decide to slow down and come out. Now here, I think I'm making a little mistake of not going more towards the center of the track before turn 5, and then get closer to the left side before braking. That would have helped me a little. It would have helped me in the sense that I would have braked in a more straight line, I think. And that's the reason why I've noticed that when I don't turn the ABS, when I switch it off, and it's kind of harder to brake super hard and not sway a lot. I'm not sure about this, but in my Miata, if I switch the ABS off, I sway a lot when I'm braking. I don't know why. It kind of makes sense, but I'm not 100% sure why. And I feel like I'm faster when I turn it off, way faster when like trying to get out of the corners, like accelerating out of the corners. Because when I have the ABS on, the car system kind of brakes or stops accelerating when it detects the rear wheels that are not 100% gripping, right? But that's when accelerating. And then when braking, if I'm not in a super straight line, it feels very weird. So I rather turn it on and be more consistent than be fast in 1 or 2 laps in the entire day, and then the rest is super risky, and the car really feels like it's gonna go off or something when the ABS is not on. It's very annoying. But that's something that's probably something, it has something to do with aero maybe, or with expertise on the brakes and the straight line. I don't know. It's been bugging me. So 132, I think it was the last lap. We're getting a little better. Hairpin again, especially in the hairpin here. When ABS is off, man, I'm so fast there. When ABS is on and I'm getting out of the corner and I'm accelerating, it doesn't accelerate because it detects the wheels are not gripping. So but I'm actually faster, but the system doesn't know that. So another thing that I could do is turn the ABS on before braking, turn it off before getting out of the corner, because it's really bad. When I'm getting close to the corner, it feels like kind of like if my left brakes are working and my right brakes are not working. It's bad like that. So sometimes it goes to the left, sometimes it goes to the right. You never know. So ABS helps a lot for braking when I don't know how to put the car in a straight line, because it seems easy, but it's not easy. When you're going fast, you're trying to put the car in the right place. It's not easy. Man, I'm going fast here. So right there on the hairpin, I learned that, leaving the ABS on and not accelerating that much, the system doesn't activate, so which is good. But I'm not spinning the wheels, which is what I wanted. So it's the situation is kind of pushing me to detect the specific amount of acceleration that I need to be the fastest possible getting out of that hairpin and not activating the ABS at the same time. So when I'm ready to be on the next level, that's gonna delay me, because once I know how to brake in a more straight line, I will want to take that ABS off. So we passed the Mustang, who was probably in a cool down lap. It's really hot here. It's pure summer, guys. Temperature is probably like 100 degrees, 96 degrees, something like that. It's super hot. So the best thing to do here at the F.I.R.M on summer is to do like 2 hot laps, like fast, and then do a cold one, and then another hot one. Yeah, I'd rather do that. Because if you go out, the car gets actually hotter because it's staying there, you know. But if you keep it in the track and you don't use the brakes and you just accelerate, and I'm mostly talking about the brakes, if you accelerate and you use low gears before the turns, you won't need to brake, and the wind is cooling the car all over. Well, anyways, we're on winter now. By the time I'm recording this, we're on winter. But I need to install a lot of stuff in the car before I go back to the F.I.R.M. At the moment, I don't have a pass anymore. My summer pass expired, and the summer pass is something I will not get again. I'm not buying that summer pass again. The summer pass was like $1,000, I think it was. Compared to $2,500, it's not bad at all. You could do like 3 months, all weekends, 3 months. And most weekends on summer are available for track day because nobody wants to rent the track on summer. So you do get a lot of days, but the car gets so hot it's not worth it unless it's like the first time, which is what I did. It was my first time tracking the car in any racetrack. So it was not a bad investment. I just would only do it for my first time, like for a beginner. Once I learned the track, once I learned that the heat is real and the car feels it hard, I don't want to race in summer anymore ever again. Like ever again. So what I'll do is I will buy the annual pass for $2,500 right before next winter, because I'm probably gonna spend an entire year fixing my car because I know nothing about mechanic and I'm trying to do it myself. Not just to save money on mechanics, but because I think it's gonna be a fun road. Not a road. A fun adventure. Right? It sounds like a movie, but and also I don't trust mechanics that much. Only some mechanics and only a little bit. To me, it doesn't matter if they charge you very little or a lot. I just don't trust them that much. Also, when you do your own stuff and something fails, you most probably know exactly what it is, because every log, every nut, everything was put by yourself. So and I feel like I'm gonna learn to appreciate my car a little more. I'm gonna value it. Here are the S's. That last part there, man, that's a little high. So when I lower my car, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if that's gonna hit my front lip or if nothing's gonna happen, or maybe I'll need to take the SS a little different. I don't know. We'll see. Because that's the next thing I'm gonna fix. At the moment, I got the new race wheels, the Toyo tires. What else? I got the new brake fluid Motul RBF 600, which I'll need to change before going to the track again because I'm pretty sure it has a lot of moisture. So first I'll do the suspension from F.I.R.M. I have them in my garage. Then I'll do the brake system, which has braided steel lines so they don't expand. New rotors, new calipers from Willwood calipers, and a mid-pipe exhaust. On February 2023, F.I.R.M is going to start selling again the end pipe or the muffler. Don't judge me by the names that I use, okay? Like I said, I know nothing about mechanics. So I could call it what I want. I'm excused. So I want to call it the end pipe or the muffler, which is supposed to sound super good. And if you accelerate it a lot, it becomes way louder because it has a valve or something like that. 131.3. This is probably the best lap, the one that just happened. So yeah, and then once I have all of that, I'm gonna take it to a guy here in Gainesville. It's called Alignment Guy. I think so. They say he's pretty good. So I'm gonna put a lot of camber. Maybe I don't know what I'm asking for, but I'm gonna put a lot of camber because the stock tires, they are so spent on the outsides, and you can tell right here. My car turns to the left like a boat on water. And that's super bad for the tires. They got also super hot. So with the new suspension, which I can adjust, I can put it stiffer or softer for the road. That's not gonna happen that much. Also with the an even better lap, 131.2. With the more negative camber, that's supposed to help a lot for the tires and for the grip. More surface touching the road when I turn, so that should be better. At the moment I have a lot of vibration, and I think it's due to the fact that the race wheels have a center bore hub or whatever it is called. It's too wide. The hole on the center of the wheel is too wide, and then the Miata's center bore hub is too small. So I bought some centering hub rings, but they kind of dance there, So once the rim is installed and I touch the rings, the centering rings, they're loose, like in the air. So what's the point, right? The point of buying those rings was so that the wheels are not stick to the car only by the lug nuts, right? So maybe I bought them too small. I don't know. Many people told me the size, and that's the one I bought. But I don't know. I don't think they were the right size. Then other people tell me that you don't really need them. They're only to help you install the wheel easier, which makes no sense, man. Someone who knows the definition of centering hub rings, I mean, that's pretty complicated, at least for me. Once I Googled what it was and all that stuff, and I bought it, that takes me to the next level, right? To a certain level where I don't really need them. So what's the point? You're telling me that it's only so that I can install the wheel easier? I can hold the wheel myself. I can put them on the freaking lug nuts or the studs. That's what they are. I can insert them on the studs without those freaking rings. Something's off there. All right. Lap 13 was 131.4. We are keeping it there at 131s, which is not bad for a stock Miata and the sport version. I remember I've done 129.9 or something like that. At some point I did that. I don't know what day that was, or if I was even recording. I think I was not recording. That was previous time. That was the previous weekend. Sometimes I don't know what to do on that hairpin when I'm getting out, and I'm talking about the left side. Should I touch that cement part, the runout or runoff? I don't know what it's called. Here as well, getting out of turn 8 after the barriers. So if I decide that I should touch them, the best thing to do is to accelerate a little earlier than what I'm doing. All right, lap 14, 131.1. This might be it. This might be the fastest lap of the day. See, I'm turning already, and which is not bad. But if I do that without the ABS, it's bad news. Maybe I should start turning a little later so that I can keep braking on a straight line for a longer time, for a longer period. I really wish they did that runoff part like more extended, and the whole the hole on the grass tells you that the runoff is too short. All right, that was it, guys. Thank you so much for watching until the end. I will see you on the next video.